Alexa, does Seattle have a professional basketball team?
The drama will unfold at the Moda Center in Portland, Oregon. The Pistons taking on the Trailblazers. For Detroit, they have to feel blessed, losing only once in the last 9 games, doing all the little things to get wins, and they want to keep things rolling along tonight. Blazers, Pistons, tip-off right after this. Happy Monday, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. Good evening to all of you. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Taking a look at some numbers here for Toumani Camara.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Duncan Robinson is out there with Kate Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the center position. And for the Trailblazers, inside we'll see Camara and Klingon. Sharp at the 2 with Avdia playing the 3. And it's Holiday in at the point. And one thing we expect to see tonight, great guard play on both sides.
Well, these matchups can be so compelling. You know you're going to get elite ball handling, passing, shot creation. No question, this one's going to be entertaining to watch.
Now here's Sharp. Portland moving it around. Avdia screen on Robinson. Back to Avdia. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Well, it doesn't matter if he's the screener or the ball handler. Avdia excels out of the pick and roll. For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Now here's Sharp. An effective score for them, scoring around 21.5 points a game. Duren with a steal. Pass to Harris. Here's the 3. Avdia pulls it in. Holiday taking his time here. From deep. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Duren, the screen. Thompson passes to Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Well, that is a solid screen by Duren. And then the big man rolls right into scoring position.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, plenty of anticipation in Portland for this summer when the WNBA will return to the Rose City. The Fire will reclaim the name from Portland's initial 2-year WNBA run from 2000 to 02. And this summer, with the momentum around the league, the hope is that flame will endure.
A new beginning. All right, Shams, thanks for the report. And it's Detroit with the ball. Following the three-point basket by Portland. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. Portland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Cunningham against Holiday. There's a screen by Camara. From deep. Here's Klingon. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
When you're facing a guy as massive as Klingon, you really have to be smart about boxing him out. I mean, he is so good on the offensive boards to be so young.
Now here's Cunningham. His last outing, he had 18 points. 5 to shoot. Unloads. That won't fall. Can't drop his first one.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Oh, nice shot by Klingon.
I love it. When Klingon starts throwing that weight around, he'll knock you out of position.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. Trailing by 5. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
And those are the games you need as a squad. Proving to yourself you can go win in a hostile environment.
Avdia can't get it to go.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now here's Cunningham. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And again, no good by Detroit. Much to the fans' delight, Stan. Shaden Sharp's dunks are already legend in some parts.
Well, B.A., he does stuff that makes you shake your head, and it gets a ridiculous amount of airtime. Certainly an entertaining young player to watch.
Robinson in the post, defended by Avdia. Back to Cunningham. To the inside. Holiday with the ball. Picked up by Cunningham. Holiday passes to Sharp. And that one is hammered home.
And this guy has some bounce. Always fun seeing Sharp hammer at home.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Change here for Portland. Detroit also making some changes. Stewart, he's checked in for Thompson. And Herter's subbed in for Robinson. .133 left to play in the first. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, the Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Guys, back to you.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Richie's checked in for Love.
Now on the floor for your Trailblazers, number 27, V. Klepke.
Here's Grant. A 23-point game for him in the win against Phoenix. Herter with it. Picked up by Grant. Stewart's got space. And he buries his first look.
Well, this is the kind of stuff Stewart needs to continue working on. He's got some touch from the mid-range, but I think it can get better.
Now here's Henderson. 11 points for him last game against Phoenix. Pass to Krejci for three. Again, the miss by Portland.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Grant with a steal. Henderson outside. Sissoko passes to Henderson. 19 seconds left to play in the first. Clock at 6. Beyond the arc. A rebound by Detroit. Duran's got 4 rebounds now. Cunningham, left side. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Trailblazers. They lead by 5. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. There's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
It's Scoot and Sharp in at the 1 and the 2. Then it's Jeremy Grant, and it's Sissoko in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Now here's Grant, still without a bucket. Shoots over Holland. Grant's shot is off. Pistons trail by 3. And what you like about Jeremy Grant, the consistency from year to year, Stan.
Yeah, PA, he can shoot it, but defensively, you can put him on the opponent's best scorer. 3 and D and then some. Such a reliable vet for this team.
Here's Sharp. The Pistons getting their last shot to go. Pass to Henderson. Here's Grant. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Henderson misses. And here are the Pistons. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Up top, Stewart. Pass to Herder. Back to Stewart. Soft touch off the glass. Stewart's got 6 points.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He might have seen something he needs to review with his guys. Checked in for Portland. Detroit also making some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for LeVert. Robinson comes in for Herder. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Jenkins. Portland trailing here. Here's Sissoko. No made baskets yet. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. As someone who helped make the game what it is today, what do you think of the modern NBA, Stan?
Well, look, BA, skill level has never been higher. These players are the best that have ever played the game. We got more guys on the floor who can shoot the ball, more guys who can handle and pass. So the game is at its height. There is always going to be things that can be improved, but we've got to really appreciate what we're seeing in today's players.
The first free throw is good. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Coach, the defense has been ahead of the schedule for Portland. Where do they take the next step in that regard?
Well, first off, BA, they can do much better on the defensive boards. Also, cutting down their careless fouls. Those are things they have to look to clean up.
Grant with a screen on Cunningham. Pass to Sharp. Shot on the wing. And Cunningham pulls it down.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
The Trailblazers have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Avdia finds Sharp. Pass to Sissoko. Fires it from 18. Sharp, no good. The Pistons leading. Thompson outside. Here's Holland. He's covered by Grant. Holland can't hit. Portland shooting a low 31%. Their offense is lacking. Sharp, no good. The Pistons have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Detroit moving the ball around. Cunningham against Avdia. Picked by Stewart. The shot. And again, no good by Detroit.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Now here's Thompson, giving his team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Down low. Here's Grant. Shoots over Thompson and unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Detroit has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Robinson passes to Cunningham. Shot blocked.
You cannot sleep on Avdia's defense. He'll work hard to try to deny you.
Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty.
And his shot just hasn't been there in this one. Luckily, his team has been able to make up the difference.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. So both teams changing it up here. And if you're looking for proficiency in scoring over the last month, look no further than this group. Jalen Duren third.
One of the hottest players in the league. He's been really sharp from the field recently.
The Trailblazers shooting just around 26% for the game. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. All defensive guard Drew Holiday talked about guarding some of the younger players coming into the league, and he said the game has changed significantly. They morphed with it. They're quick, athletic, and they all play the game a lot differently than when I came into the league. Back to you.
A new day. Allie, thank you. Now here's Grant. He's scoreless. Again, the miss by Portland.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Wesley. Out of bounds. It'll be Pistons ball.
Pistons ball.
Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. You look at Portland. The season is winding down. They sit ninth. On the outside looking in currently.
When I look at Portland, they had some lofty goals to start the year, but they may not have the roster to hang with the league's elite teams.
Yeah, they wanted to accomplish more this season, but things haven't quite worked out. Some bad breaks along the way.
Scoot Henderson's checked in for Wesley. And it's Cunningham missing.
Yeah, he's really off. He needs to stop forcing things and move that ball.
And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. That'll send Jeremy Grant to the free throw line.
Second team.
That one on Harris.
At the line for one, Jeremy Grant.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Well, known as a defensive specialist coming into the league, now Grant is seen as an all-around scoring threat, too.
Now here's Cunningham. Still no points. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Duran with a screen on Grant. And there's the lob. And oh, he slams it right over Tobias Harris.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Trailblazers, up by 4, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drum line. They're measuring up the shot. Give it up for our participants.
Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The Detroit Pistons finding themselves in a closely contested game.
I like how they've been eating the glass. Figuratively, no one should eat glass.
Just barbecued chicken.
It's the centerpiece of healthy, balanced diet, Ernie.
And moving on, let's take a peek at how the East is shaping up here in the midseason.
Checking out the Pistons, there are some high expectations coming into the season, and they can create a lot of pressure on a team. But they said we can handle it, and they're proving it.
Yeah, they've got the character and the talent to be a top team in the league.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Isaiah Stewart displaying his skills today.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. 4-point game. And we're going courtside for a report on Denny Avdia. What have they told you, Allie?
I had a moment to catch up with Portland's head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Though it'll take some time to fully recovery from this injury, the staff has given him the green light to play on it. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks for the intel. This injury certainly looks like it could be serious.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
Yeah, you never want to speculate on injury, but that didn't look like something you were going to bounce back from quickly.
And on the floor for J.B. Bickerstaff as we get into the second half. Harris and Duran together in the middle. Cade Cunningham out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Thompson in at small forward.
We're beginning to see this more and more from Harris, just taking what the defense allows, and that time finding the wide open man.
Well, Grant, Tobias Harris has been around the league. What's his best asset?
You know, I think it's his reliability and versatility. Harris is always on the floor, having led the NBA in games played multiple times, and he just gets the job done.
Detroit moving the ball around. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 4th assist in this one. Off the outside. Sharp has the open look. Nails the wide open jumper. Sharp's got 7.
And you see right there the practice time Sharp's put in. Sound shooting mechanics for a guy who hasn't played a lot of games in his career.
Now here's Harris. Kamara covering. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Outside Sharp. That one falls. And now it's a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Harris passes to Thompson. Cunningham outside. From behind the arc. Cunningham confident in his range.
After a brutal first half from the field, their shots are finally starting to fall.
Pass to Avdia, and the officials will call the illegal screen here. Here we have the teams that really hustled for those second chance looks the last 10 games. Number 1, the Trailblazers.
This squad's been attacking the offensive glass with a ton of energy lately, and it's paid off with a nice pile of second chance points.
Detroit has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Harris outside to the middle. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball. And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Isaiah Stewart.
You know, a trend like this isn't going to please the coach or the front office. He's been a little more focused on other parts of his game, and rebounding is something he needs to put more emphasis on. And I'm sure they've talked to him about it.
Watch the screen.
Sharp passes to Holiday. It's good. Holiday's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they left their defense in the locker room when they came back out.
Pass to Robinson. Let's go with a 3. And Detroit another 3.
Well, this is what Robinson is out here to do. I like how aggressive he is shooting it from outside.
Robinson against Sharp. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
And stay on the Pistons, J.B. Bickerstaff, the runner-up last season for Coach of the Year.
Well, yeah, instead it went to Kenny Atkinson, who replaced him in Cleveland. But B.A. talking about landing on your feet, Bickerstaff showing again he can turn things around.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Trailblazers making a switch here. Henderson's checked in. Jenkins is checked in for the Pistons.
Yeah. Last week. Huh?
Thompson against Avdia. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That one on Klingon.
Well, in terms of pure talent, Asar Thompson has loads of it. I don't know if he has a ceiling.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And every other one.
That free throw's good from Thompson. Well, a new era in Portland, Grant. Young, raw, and still finding their place.
Yeah, B.A., they've committed to growing through reps and putting in the time. The victories are hard-won, but a foundation is being laid.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh, my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special. First, Clingan screens the defender out of the play and then capitalizes.
Pass to Robinson. Knocked loose. Henderson outside. Outside Sharp. Outside Kamara. Now here's Clingan. Outside Kamara. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer Sharp. Duran with a rebound. Duran's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Well, and after making just 1 triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
Here's Thompson. Portland with a rebound.
He just couldn't finish the job that time, and too bad, because it was a nice look.
Outside Sharp. Pass to Kamara. 4-3. Outside for Henderson. Second chance shot. The Pistons clear it. Thompson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Jenkins. And here's Harris. Kamara covering. Harris with it. Kamara on him. Outside Robinson. Takes a 3. Robinson against Sharp. And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. It's the Trailblazers up by 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter when we return. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. It's Scooten Sharp in at the 1 and the 2. Then it's Jeremy Grant, and it's Sissoko in at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Three-pointer Sharp. Finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive.
Well, that's his first 3 here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
To the paint. And finished off by Stewart.
Well, where was the defense? You can't let a big man like Stewart get this.
Sharp against Herder. Outside Sharp. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Detroit. LeVert outside. Tries the spin move. Cunningham passes to LeVert. Stewart, a screen on Henderson. Inside. And finished off by Stewart.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Trailblazers lead by 3. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
He's like this.
Thank you.
nobody knows that.
He's checked in for Henderson. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Harris is checked in. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Chauncey Billups had some advice for the team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Pass to Sissoko. LeVert goes against Avdia. Outside Sharp. Clock at 4. Hits a three-pointer. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
What?
Harris up
Yes,
top.
you do. Yeah.
Shoots over Grant. Misses the baby hook.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
I know. He just pops up and he's good at fucking down.
And here's Sharp.
Yeah.
Pass to Avdia. Over LeVert. Avdia can't get it to go. Pistons trail by 6. Harris passes to Herter. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Stewart finds Cunningham. Tries it from the top of the key. Perfection. Beautiful stroke.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Grant. Oh, the shot is off.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
From 13 feet, and he sinks the jumper.
Big time points from Cunningham. Good to see him stepping up in these moments.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle.
She was just walking around.
For the Pistons, Duran, he's checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for LeVert. And it's Robinson in for Herter. Here's Avdia. Outside Sharp. Right side Kamara. Avdia! Yes, sir, with the 3.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the 4th, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
Here's Harris. Duran, the screen. For 3. Oh, it misses.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Avdia. Oh, he can't get the layup. Pistons trail by 5. Now Duran. Oh, no good on the layup.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
It's Sharp on the wing, defended by Thompson. And it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Pistons.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
The Pistons have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Cunningham against Holiday. 9 feet out and misses.
Love the hustle right there. He earned that rebound.
Robinson against Sharp. Now Avdia puts up the tray. Duran pulls it down.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
Outside Cunningham. Here's Robinson. Nails it.
What an injection of energy from Duran. Working hard to find points for his team.
Portland has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. Holiday outside. Sharp. Oh, that's a man on a mission right there.
Yeah, fearless play by Sharp in clutch time. He wants us to know he's ready to shine in these challenging moments.
Get ready,
And
everybody.
J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
They don't want to waste time here. If they can score fast enough, they can go back on D and try to get a stop instead of having to foul.
With it. Klingen's there. Cunningham. Rejected by Klingen.
Wow, great size and better positioning made that block possible from Klingen.
Duran.
Trailblazers foul, Klingen. Second personal foul, first team foul. Shooting for Detroit, Duran. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Yeah, as of right now, Jalen Duran kind of seems like a classic big man. He can block, he can rebound, and he really focuses on finding close-range looks.
Both good from the line that time.
Hey, a steady hand at the line in a tough situation. He narrows it to a one-possession game.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
Yeah, what a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Portland, Drew Holiday. Taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
A productive trip to the line right there makes this a 2-possession game.
Detroit calls timeout. 19 seconds left in the fourth. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
Searching for a fast bucket, then a way to stretch things out.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
Cunningham against Holiday. Here's Harris from deep. Sharp there for the rebound. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Portland, Sharp taking 2 shots.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker.
And another exciting young player from Canada. Shaedon Sharpe is an elite athlete, and his overall skills are really improving.
And the second of 2 is good. And that increases the lead to 6. Outside Thompson from downtown. Ooh, it misses. And so Portland takes the win. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Shaedon Sharpe.